What's the difference between a metaphor and an analogy? Have you ever wondered how poets create such vivid images in your mind? One of the key tools they use is the metaphor. But what exactly is the difference between a metaphor and an analogy? Let's break it down. A metaphor is a figure of speech that directly equates one thing to another. It states that one thing is another, without using words like or as. For example, when someone says, "Time is a thief," they are suggesting that time steals moments from our lives, just like a thief would. This kind of language creates strong imagery and evokes emotions, making it a favorite in poetry. On the other hand, an analogy is a comparison that explains how two things are similar, often to clarify a concept. For instance, saying, "The human brain is like a computer," helps us understand how both process information. Unlike metaphors, analogies usually requiring a more detailed explanation. They are often used in teaching to help students grasp complex ideas. In poetry, metaphors shine because they can convey deep emotions and ideas in just a few words. They allow poets to express feelings and thoughts in a way that feels fresh and engaging. For example, in a poem, a metaphor might describe love as a rose with thorns, suggesting beauty and pain simultaneously. Analogies, while not as common in poetry, can still play a role. They can introduce themes or concepts in a more narrative way. For example, a poet might use an analogy to compare life to a journey, helping readers understand the ups and downs we all face. When teaching students about metaphors in poetry, it is helpful to focus on how these figures of speech create imagery and convey meaning beyond the literal words. Encourage students to identify metaphors in poems and analyze their impact. This practice can lead to a greater appreciation for the poet's craft and improve their ability to interpret poetic language. Understanding both metaphors and analogies can enrich students' engagement with poetry. By recognizing how these comparisons work, students can appreciate the depth and creativity of poetic language. This makes their experience with poetry more enjoyable and meaningful. So, the next time you read a poem, pay attention to the metaphors and analogies. They are the tools that help poets paint vivid pictures and express complex emotions.